Here we go. So, did y'all hear that it had Twitter in a frenzy this morning, man? Future, this is for all the ATLians, the Atlanta folks. Future has now dropped, so the men, we can all be proud. This is a great day that the Lord has made. We can all be glad and rejoice in it. We do not have to roll our windows up as we bump Sexy Red going down thoroughfares and the boulevards these days. We can now roll the windows down. We can blast Future out of these windows, and it is a good day. Amen. So let's get right into it. So Future put out an album today on Friday. It was a good album. I liked it. I heard it. I liked it. But the thing that had the timeline and the buzz was the whole Kendrick Lamar diss on Like That. He dissed Drake on Like That. And I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the lyrics for y'all so y'all can see as I read along with them. We're not gonna go through all the lyrics, but we got to talk about it though. You understand? We got to talk about it. We got to talk about it. Wait, what? That's not it. That's not it. Okay, why is that not coming up? Let's see. We have to talk about this. You understand? Man, I'm hot. I'm hot up in here. Let me see. Quinn admits during the first 16 minutes of testimony that it was Big Fred, that Big Fred was smaller, not 6'8". Oh, yeah. If he was smaller, he would have got shot in the head, for sure. For sure. Yeah, Killer One. He definitely came at J. Cole, too. And we're talking about Kendrick. Kendrick definitely came at J. Cole, too. And I didn't really understand the whole J. Cole thing. I mean, but then I seen somebody cite a J. Cole bar from First Person Shooter. And J. Cole definitely had a mention of everybody's steppers and then some more stuff that he said. So he definitely made reference to Kendrick's Big Steppers and the Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. So here we go. Kendrick, let's just jump in to where we think that the dissing starts. They said, niggas clicking up but cannot be legit nor 40 water. Tell them. Now, when you read this, it's extremely strange because Kendrick is very unorthodox in the way he is flowing. So it's weird when you read it. Straight weird. Very weird. Let's just go straight to the joints because I can't. He said F sneak dissing. And I'm saying F because I like to be monetized and things like that. And YouTube is very picky when it comes to black creators in this space. So let's just try to keep it very, you know what I mean? F sneak dissing, first person shooter. I hope they came with 3 switches. I crash out like F rap, this Melly Mel if I had to. Okay. So pretty much first person shooter is, so he's saying that they clicking up on their, on first person shooter. I hope they got a lot of guns essentially. And some people are saying that this is very pedestrian as a verse, and other people are saying I love it because, you know, the 3-headed rap monster is getting into it. This is a great thing. He said, mother F a big 3, nigga is just big me. Bum what? I'm really like that. And your best work is a light pack. Nigga, Prince outlived Mike Jack. For all your dogs getting buried, that's a K with all these 9s. He gonna see Pet Cemetery. Now, I'm reading it very in a way that's you can't really catch it. You have to hear the song. But I do think that the Michael Jackson line did have the timeline going for a while because it was the whole comparison to Michael Jackson Drake has been doing for the last couple of years. You know, he said, I'm one away from Michael, beat it, that whole thing. And Drake is the biggest pop star on the planet right now. So, you know, rightfully so would make him want to compare himself to the biggest pop star we've ever seen, Michael Jackson. And Kendrick is pretty much conceding, like, you could be Michael Jackson, I'm Prince, and Prince lived longer than Michael Jackson did. And I think they was born in the same year, but Prince died like 8 years later. So that's what he means by that whole thing. Yeah, the Michael Jackson, that was a good one. I do think that the dogs joint was kind of hard too, where he said for all your dogs getting buried, because Drake's album was called For All the Dogs. And that's a K with these 9s. He gonna see Pet Cemetery. So he gonna be dead with all his dogs, you know, K's with the 9s, K9, dogs, Pet Cemetery. This is good wordplay right there from Kendrick. You know what I mean? I want to give a shout out to Kendrick for that wordplay, and a shout out to Kendrick for getting the streets as hype as everybody got this morning when they heard that. You had a lot of people say, you had a lot of people giving opinions on it. A lot of people saying that they didn't like it. A lot of people saying that they loved it. Some people saying it was just cool, but I can't wait for Cole and Drake to respond. So I do think that it is very good for the culture right now. Whether you like it or not, I think it was good for the culture. That's what we need. We need that good competitive balance right now. And we need a good competitive balance in rap right now. Not competitive balance. We need competitive sparring in rap, because it lets the younger people know we are peers, former friends, colleagues, whatever you want to call it. We kind of have some tension, and we're going to settle it like this. We're going to use songs to settle it. We don't have to see who got the best street dudes behind us. We don't have to play that type of game. That's not the game we want to play, right? We want to play the rap game. And in the rap game, we actually rap. We do lyricism in this thing. That's a good example for the guys in their mid-30s to show the younger guys. Let's rap. Which is the women rappers were doing that late last year. They was rapping. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to have, and early this year, we don't have to have a shoot off, a shootout. We don't have to have a street off and all of that type of stuff, because that's pretty much what the approach that a lot of people have been taking lately. And I'm gonna just tell y'all, if you're not familiar with, Kendrick's affiliations and all that type of stuff, nobody involved want that type of thing with Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? And we do know that Kendrick is what they would consider like a conscious, if you want to call him that. But, if you know his background, that's not a team that you want to just be like, oh, I got more street people than you. Me and my guys that I got from London will come to your house and smack you up. Me and my guys that are from the 6 from Canada can beat you up. Me and my guys from Houston could do X, Y, Z to you. That's not a war that Drake can win. Also, Future was dissing Drake also. And we know that we heard rumors that Future and Drake had an issue. Some people were saying that it was about the 21 Savage album, like Future got jealous because of that album. I never believed that, because that wouldn't even make sense. The album that they was like, Nori is the one that started that rumor, by the way. Nori from Drink Champs, Nori the rapper, Nori. He started that rumor saying that he heard that Future was jealous that Drake did an album with 21 Savage because it's going to overshadow their joint album that they did. Like, why in the world would Future care about that album? You know what I'm saying? And not that he wouldn't care about it, but why would he care enough to be mad at him about that album? That don't even make sense. I don't even know where's Nori drinking at in Miami? Like, who's he drinking with? Are he dropping stuff in his drink or what? Why would he say that? So Drake puts a song on For All the Dogs called What Would Pluto Do? Yeah. Who is that? The Queen? Yeah, Kendrick is from SoCal, but more importantly, Kendrick is from Compton. Kendrick is tied in with some of the people that you want to be tied in with in Compton. You understand? Top Dog's name didn't come from just saying, yo, I want to be called Top Dog. It means something. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, then what was I? So I forgot where I was even at with it, but now the interesting thing, Future was also dissing Drake. So they were talking about the it was What Would Pluto Do was pretty much like insinuating that Pluto would smash this lady, so I'm gonna smash her too, pretty much. Then Future on his intro on this album, I mean, he didn't say Drake's name, but it's essentially as direct as you can be, where he's pretty much like, you're my biggest fan. How could we be beefing over a woman when I share him? You hit him, I hit him, I hit him, you hit him. It really don't matter. But so he pretty much is, and he said a few more things that let us know it's a diss and not just a mention. So it's like people are acting like Kendrick is trying to take on J. Cole and Drake by himself, but really Future was co-signing all of it, and Future is not an innocent bystander in this whole situation. He didn't just put out a song with Kendrick dissing Drake. He's in it. Like, he's part of this beef. He's in it. He's engaging in it also. Now, if y'all know Future's history, he don't back down from dissing people either. You understand? Like, it's just because he makes so many hits, people are not realizing that he's dissing people. You know what I'm saying? On Stick Talk, when he said you can't understand us because you're too soft, he was talking about people. He was talking about Joe Budden. Remember when they sat on Everyday Struggle, or when they sat up there and invented the term mumble rap to talk about Atlanta artists and not being able to understand them? And then Future comes, maybe it wasn't Everyday Struggle. It was before that or whatever. But they started talking about how much they couldn't understand them and they was mumbling and it was mumble rap. All that talk, Future came shortly after with the You Can't Understand Us Because You Too. That's a diss. It's not a diss track, but he's dissing people. You know what I'm saying? He went at Jay-Z a few times with because the whole, in the future, other people playing football, the niggas playing football with your song. The last track of the album shouts Young Thug on trial too. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the big dogs in Atlanta support Young Thug fully. You know, this is unquestionable support. They are riding with and ever since the YSL trial, Atlanta music has been kind of quiet, and it's because that's such a big blow. Young Thug and the whole YSL movement was such a major movement, music wise and street wise, and street wise allegedly. It was such a major movement in this town, in this city. Them getting locked up really scared a lot of these other artists that live and operate here. The ones from here and the ones from other places. You know what I'm saying? Because Fonnie Willis was very clear in saying, if you're doing what you're doing, it's cool. But if you're doing it in Fulton County, I'm coming to get you. Don't even worry about it. Just keep on going because I'm coming. That's pretty much how Fonnie Willis was on it when she announced the RICO cases back in 2022. Right? So shout out to Future for restoring some of the feeling at the high level. Now we know we got Baby Drill and Huncho dropping heat right now on the come up, but they haven't really blown up nationally like that. So when in terms of people like Future level and Lil Baby level and Thug level, the Thug is gone right now, it been real quiet. So shout out to them. Now y'all tell me, what do y'all think who do you think comes out victorious in this whole thing? Because I see a lot of people saying that it wasn't really a huge mistake to diss Drake because Drake and Kendrick been dissing each other for 10 years. This ain't new right now. This beef has been going on, like carrying on for a very long time. Now it's the Cole thing. They're saying that Kendrick can't rap with Cole right now. Cole is in a different bag. Kendrick can't see him at this stage in their career. They're saying that Kendrick is too zenned out. He's too about other stuff now to get in the field with K-Dot. To get in the field with J. Cole. So I do think that that's an interesting take. I think that they all, because with Drake, Kendrick, Cole being lyricists the way they are, I think they actually have a harder time dealing with Future than Kendrick. Because if we talk about lyricists, they all are that. So that's what all of them do. But when we talk about what Future do and Future dissing you, what can Drake say about Future? Future is extremely rich. He's extremely successful. He has some of the baddest joints in his back, like his Future's background with the women. He got some of the coldest joints. He has a lot of hits. He's from the streets, for real from the streets. He don't have to go ask Jay Prince, can you send some goons to come help me out? Like all of the stuff that Drake normally says to people and about people in these diss tracks. You can't say it to Kendrick. You can't say it to Future. I think that applies across the board. It's almost like besides the whole thing with Sierra, if you want to take that angle, which I don't, that's a very social media narrative. I don't think that you really have much that you as a non-street person could say to tarnish Future. Certified hitmaker, street classics, and a writer extraordinaire. He makes amazing music. So I think that Future is a harder opponent for Drake and Cole than Kendrick is. They do what Kendrick does. You see what I'm saying? And all this big three talk, J. Cole's not in the big three. This is not a hot take, I don't think. J. Cole is in the big four. He's number 4. The big three is Drake, Kendrick, and Future. We got to be real here. I don't have to show y'all the numbers. Y'all go pull up the numbers and compare. You compare the numbers between Cole and Future on any level. It's not like Future, as far as success, Future's way bigger than J. Cole. Now, J. Cole has a stronger core fan base, but Future is huge. Like, it's not even he's the third member of the big three. And Future really has been bigger than J. Cole their whole career. He had a hit first. He had hits first. Like he's been bigger than him the whole time. He's probably still bigger than him now. Like, So I don't, I don't know about, they're talking about people just like a foregone conclusion. Big Sean even has more like RIAA certifications than J. Cole. So the big three thing has been very arbitrary. I don't know who started that idea. I don't know why it's so very like it needs to be this one style of rap. Future is a king out here. So